Well, good evening, everyone. It's Susan Kennedy from the Gold Coast, broadcasting today from Australia. So welcome to this week's show, Living a Loving Life. And if I seemed a bit weird then, it's because I've just been travelling everywhere. I've just come back from a few days in Newcastle, which is, for those of you in America, that's a 12-hour drive away, but a 1-hour flight. And I'm off to the United Kingdom next week, to London. So, yeah, it's sort of saying, where am I at the moment? And I just thought I'd start this week's program by talking about some of the things that have been really coming up for myself and for people. And the biggest thing I've been noticing right now is this energy of, questioning who you are, not so much myself, but the people I've been working with, really questioning who they are, where they're going, and what life's all about. So the thing is, my big thing is that everybody is a being of light, that we're all amazing, that you're all amazing, and that your life is just about discovering that and working out how you can have your breakthrough. So it's really about being very patient with yourself and knowing that life is a journey. It's a series of ups and downs. It just has to be. And sometimes life is really hard, but it's when it's at its hardest that the biggest breakthroughs come through, because that's where you find your strength. That's where you find your resilience. And that's where you find your capacity to really love and be loved. So if you're going through a bit of a tough time at the moment, just try to see it as a breakthrough about to happen. And the other thing is that, when we're really struggling with ourselves or our feelings, it's that thing of really understanding who you are and what you stand for. So what I mean by that is being very much in alignment with your own spiritual principles. If you're someone that loves animals and eating meat is not right for you, and you go out to a restaurant and somebody says, hey, why are you doing that? It's about knowing that you have the right to make your choices and being in your own power and standing up for what you stand for will help you feel more aligned. It'll help you feel more powerful as a person. So really knowing what you stand for and standing up for yourself, being willing to go out on a limb. And the other thing really, what really comes to me at the moment, I'm going to London next week, and there's been all this dreadful stuff happening, which, by the way, is happening all over the world. And when things happen, it's very easy to fall into the energy of blame or to say that people are wrong. But if we end up in the energy of hate, then we're going to only perpetuate that. So I think that really the whole thing about life is be patient with yourself. Know that if you're going through something, then you're potentially about to go, have a big breakthrough about who you are. In the down times, you'll really find your strength. You'll really find who you are. And to really stand up for what you believe in, really stand up for who you are. Know what your values are and stick to them. And then the other thing is just to know that love is the answer to everything. It's about loving yourself, being patient with yourself, and knowing that love is the energy that will change everything. So it's just a way of how can I find ways to love? How can I find more love within myself? So this is amazing now because I've got my next caller, and her name is Yolanda in Palm Beach Gardens in Florida. And I have another friend called Yolanda that lives actually here, who I went to Cancun with last year. So Yolanda, how are you today?
Fine, thank you. Thank you. Doing good.
That's good.
That's good. I was wondering, my husband passed away in 2014, and I was hoping to get a message.
Okay. Let me just see then if I tune into your husband, Yolanda. Okay, so my feeling is with him, I have a great sense of him. Were there issues around his stomach area before he passes?
Say it again, please.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Sorry, I just have this sense of him. Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes,
it's not such a great connection. Yeah, okay. Look, I have a sense with your husband that the feeling was, he passes with an illness in hospital.
Well, he was in the hospital for a while, and then I brought him home, and hospice came.
Okay.
He passed away in
because
my house.
I know that when he passes, okay. Well, as I tune into him, and I have a sense of him, my feeling is it's the sense of he just wants you to know that he is around you, and it's almost as though are you looking at moving or something?
Well, are
you thinking about moving house?
I did move. I just moved here. It's going to be a year in December. Hopefully I won't have to move again.
Okay. No. Well, I think the feeling I'm getting, because it's like I have his hands on my shoulders, and it's the feeling of you are safe where you are. It's a bit like stay put, and that's why it was just this feeling that, very, very strong energy with your husband. And my feeling is he would have been someone that loved entertaining, that loved being around lots of people, and that there was a very wide circle around him. Were there issues around his lungs as well?
Say it again, please.
Did he have issues around his lungs?
Hello. We have a bad
Sorry, it's a very bad line, isn't it? Look, message from your husband, very much that he's around you. It's about staying put where you are, feeling safe where you are. And really it's about nurturing yourself now. My sense is he wants you to really rest. I feel as though you've probably been doing too much, because the feeling is I want to wrap you up in cotton wool. I want you to take time out. I want you to sort of lift your feet up and just this very strong presence with him, of him being with you. Now,
that's wonderful.
There is a message about peace, though, so I'm not sure if there's been any trouble in the family, but it's a little bit like he's passing me the peace pipe. Have you heard of that expression?
Say it again.
Yeah, there's an expression where we pass the peace pipe. So it's as though I'm sensing from him that he wants you to be at peace with everything that's happening. Peace, P-E-A-C-E. It's a very bad line. I do apologise.
Yes.
I think Dave. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if there's been any discordance in the family or anything like that, but he really is passing me this sign of, it's time to make peace with things.
Okay. I understand that.
Do you understand that? Yeah, okay.
Yes,
because it feels that this is something that's been taken. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So it feels like your phone is having issues, Yolanda, so I'm feeling that we might have to go to the next call. I'm really sorry, but it's really cutting in and out. So I think Dave, my producer,
we have a
is going to...
But thank you very much. Thank you for the message.
It is my pleasure. And look, the big thing I would say to you is just, that's okay. It's about being strong, making peace, and just knowing that he's around you. It feels a lot like let go, let go, let go. So I wish you well.
That makes me feel good. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, so, having a few connection issues here today, which is sometimes what we have to deal with on live radio. So now I've got Priscilla in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hi, Priscilla. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, well, thank you. A lot of static on our line today, but we will do our best. So how can I help you today?
Okay, I have a question about a relationship that I am in for about 7 months, and it's a long-distance relationship.
Yeah.
So I want to know what the future holds for us.
Okay. Now, Priscilla, what's your date of birth?
My date of birth is December 21st, 83.
Yeah. Okay. 1983. Sorry, I won't be a minute. Okay, well, when I look at the energy of the relationship, so my feeling is there are women telling you that this isn't a good relationship. Do you understand that?
A woman?
Yeah, it feels like either your friends or I feel like there are women talking to you that potentially it's as though it's people letting you know that it's not a good relationship. Are you having a lot of people around you in your ear?
No, people are just afraid because we're in different countries. So, not that he's a bad person.
Sorry? No. No, okay. Just the fact that he's a long way away, because it just feels as though there's a lot of interference going on within the relationship. So let me just see where it's going. Okay. I'm just trying to tune in for a little bit. Takes me a while sometimes. So I'm just going to talk for a little minute as I see where it goes. What's his name, Priscilla?
Louis?
Louis?
Yes,
okay.
Louis.
Yeah, okay. Lee. Okay, sorry. So Lee, Priscilla and Lee. So let me look at that. Where am I going with this? Yeah, my feeling is, does he want to come over to you? Is he wanting to move closer to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, the feeling I have is that there is this energy of him wanting to come and to live potentially closer with you. And obviously, you know, it's about the feeling I get with it is that it's really important to have really strong boundaries within this relationship. And have you actually met at this point?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Have you met this person? Have you met with Lee? Have you physically been with him?
Yes, many times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, the thing I'm seeing is it's as though he's going to come over from wherever he is, and it feels as though he's going to want to come to the United States and to live over here with you or over there with you. So, you know, it's as though there is a lot of paperwork there to be done, but also it feels as though you must be going to go and see him soon. Have you already got some plans to travel to see him?
Yeah, I go there sometimes, but he's coming here next. But I just don't want to wait too long. That's it. That's why I'm wondering if it's going to work really and how long it's going to take.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the whole thing is with the relationship, when I look at it, was I have to see where the energy is with both of you. And in a way, it's a bit difficult. I'm finding it difficult to tune in to you both. So I'm not sure why that is at the moment. So I just need to... So it feels like you've got cold feet because my feet have gone very cold. So I'm feeling as though you're questioning the relationship and you're questioning everything about it. And it's really, you know, the relationship has got potential to succeed and to be something that happens, you know, and it's as though you don't want to appear too eager. So I feel like you just have to go for it. You know, you just have to be in that space of, you know, my sense is it will work out. And at the moment you feel like you're hanging around, you feel like you're in that space where, you know, it's not happening the way you want it to, but it will. So, you know, my sense is that there will be this joining, that he will come over to where you are, and that there will be, I feel like it's, you know, that you potentially are going to get into a long-term relationship with him, even marriage. So this is something that you have to just question yourself at the moment. You know, what's the energy around why you're doubting? Because I do feel cold feet. Now, is that with you or is it with him?
Right now, no. He's in Canada.
No? Okay. Yeah. But you understand that expression, cold feet, means I'm doubting things.
Okay. So I just have another quick question.
But that feels like I'm just saying, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My other question is, I live by myself, and maybe a week or two, I had like a sign, light turning on. So I feel like someone's trying to reach out to me. Do you see anyone trying to reach to me?
Okay. Okay. So it feels, if anything, like grandmother in the spirit world, and I feel like she's got dark hair, and potentially, have you got a lady in spirit that's either got a Spanish or a Hispanic kind of background?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do feel it's woman in spirit, feels like your grandmother, and I feel like that she's, again, it's about showing you the light. You know, I feel like she's just wanting to come through and just show you that there is a clear path ahead, because it feels like there must have been a lot of uncertainty around you at the moment. You know, and obviously in this relationship situation, you're uncertain about where things are going, but I feel she's just wanting to get your attention, just to let you know that there is, there is a clear path ahead. And do you live somewhere where there are a lot of mountains, or it's a very, very open area?
Yes.
Yeah, because like she wants to sort of say, you know, go outside, really start to look at yourself and look at how much you've grown, because I feel like there's still things from when you were at school. So did she pass when you were at school? Still at college or school?
Well, one of my grandmother, I didn't met her. The other one's still alive.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just being very drawn to this time in your life, that there's a lot of things that you're reflecting on at the moment, and this is now about knowing that you can, you know, that life's going to be very different to what it was for you then. I feel that there was potential sadness at that time in your life, about 13. Feels like the age of 13, there was a lot of sadness there, and that at this time now, as you're going forward, she just wants you to know that there is a big shift coming and a big change, and really it's just about now, you know, clearing out. I feel like you have to clear out, and I'm not sure whether you've been suffering a little bit with, has there been any depression around you, Priscilla?
Yeah, I live in the United States by myself, so I sometimes I struggle with depression, being lonely. Yeah, because the whole energy is even about maybe even potentially just clearing your house, because it's as though I want to put some let some light in, do some smudging, do some saging, you know, just clear out the energy in the house so that you can bring in a lot of brand new energy. And, you know, it's really about trusting in relationship, because I feel that in relationship you've been hurt a bit in the past. So this is really about bringing trust in. Now, if I look at I'm just going to do a little reading on your numbers as well, because you're in a number 7 year, numerologically. And a 7 year is all about where you question yourself or what your purpose is. So you must be do you work as a nurse or in some sort of healing capacity? No.
Okay. Well, you've certainly got that energy of someone who is very much a healer or helps other people. And do you work with children?
No, I work at the bank.
No. Okay. It's very different then to what I'm seeing, because it feels that you're very much someone that can help and that has got that energy. But look, honestly, so this year I feel that you will question yourself a lot about what your life purpose is. So know that if you wanted a change from that profession, and I feel that you are someone that's searching and looking for a bit more, that you know that you have the internal capacity to work with healing, to help in that kind of area. What else? So your life is all about learning how to give and take, and all about balance. So I feel that the energy of this relationship is really going to help you become stronger. You have to really learn to stand on your own 2 feet as well, and to be very mindful that you don't give away too much of your power. I drew beautiful cards for you before the reading. So one of them is this, maybe you can come back and look at it on the video. I drew some beautiful cards for you before the reading. And one of the cards from my Inner Child Tarot is the Mother Goose card. And what that means is that you have it all, you know, that everything is there. All the hard work is paying off. So with your work, would I be right that you feel a bit unhappy with your work?
No, I just got a promotion at work.
But are you fulfilled there? Do you feel like it's something you enjoy?
I feel, I'm sorry?
Sorry?
What was your question?
Oh, I do. It's okay. Look, my sense was, in a way, where you're at with your work, it's to know that everything is coming, you know, that this is saying you've got all of the things that you need, everything is working out well. Even though you feel like things are stuck at the moment, it's just to know that as you go forward, you can have the things you want. I feel like your partnerly coming to live with you, and I feel as though you know, how old are you? Do you have children as well, Priscilla, already?
No, I can't wait to have one.
Okay. Sorry?
I don't have it, but I can't wait to have one.
Yeah, because again, so this is, I know the images I see are real, I just have to work it out, because I know this is a big thing, and I know that, you know, there is child waiting for you. So look, you know, I wish you luck with it all, and I'm going to have to finish the reading mainly because there's some really bad energy on the line, which is from my end. It's a very difficult connection here today, so I'm probably just going to have to talk a little bit about some other stuff because I'm really finding it difficult to connect here and communicate. But look, wishing you well, and yeah, I think just stay with it. The relationship will work. I don't feel it will be very long until you're together, and I do feel that the child energy is just waiting to come in. So you have to really stay focused on what you want, and give the house a bit of a clear out, you know, and really just give yourself a bit of a pat on the back for all the things you're doing. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
That's okay. Yeah, you too. Have a good night. Wow, so, yeah, I've got to talk now for 5 minutes probably, which is what I'm going to do. I can't really predict what's going to happen, but I know from my end here, I've got a really bad connection. It's a lot of static in my ears. So, again, this is the time where we have to find the gold and say, well, so maybe I'm being called to do something a bit different this week than what I would normally do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what the energy is around the place for the coming week. And if I look forward to the coming week and say, okay, what would Spirit want to bring forward? I think it's about saying it's time for everybody to sort of light their own light, you know, to celebrate. I feel like it's a really big time of celebration. I'm going to the Northern Hemisphere, which is London, and we're going into the summer there and the spring. Well, I think it's spring. But it's really about celebrating and really getting back to an energy of faith. So having faith in yourself, having faith in what you do, and even learning how to tune into yourself so that you can get those answers that you're looking for. You know, I just spent the other night working with some ladies about the law of attraction and how they could bring into their lives and manifest what they want. So what I realised is that not a lot of people know how to do that. And one of the things you have to learn with the law of attraction is that you have to have an intention, and you have to be willing to visualise what it is that you want. And then you have to be able to really know what it feels like to have it. So I just invite you to think about the last time you celebrated any success that you had. Because when you celebrate, there is a different energy in your body, and your body opens up and your energy opens up, so that when you're thinking about what you want to manifest in your life, whether it's a relationship or a new job, you have to think about how it would feel to have that in your life. Because when you focus on the feeling, you can bring it closer towards you. You know, when we're trying to manifest something, sometimes we haven't had it before. So you might want to manifest a great relationship and you've never had one before. So you have to start to learn what it feels like to feel happy. And how do you do that? By celebrating as often as you can every kind of success that you have, or every, you know, even going outside and looking at nature and saying, wow, that's beautiful. I feel really good when I'm in nature. And really letting your body know it's okay to feel good. And I think when you do this kind of thing, you'll notice that it's much easier for you to tune in and to bring the feeling of something close to you. So my message for this week is that if you want to manifest a better relationship or something in your life, you need to have a great intention. You need to write it down. Be clear on what you want. Then you need to look at the feeling. What would it feel like if I had that? And also imagine what it would be like. So visualize what it would be like to be in the relationship that you would love to have. So, you're got your intention, you're thinking about it, and you're visualizing it, and you're feeling it. And then you have to be in gratitude for all of the things in your life that you already do have. So if you're looking for love, you have to look at all the other places where you have love in your life. And if you're being grateful for all the love that you have, you'll find that you'll get more and more. So even just by saying thank you. And, when you write your intentions to the universe, when you want to manifest something, just say thank you for it in advance. So, things like thank you for my great relationships. Thank you for my great connection. Thank you for my ability to just think of something to talk about when everything's going wrong, potentially on the show. So look, I'm really hoping that I've touched a nerve with some of you there. Love to hear your comments or your feedback. And also to know that at SusanKennedyMedium.com, which is my website, I've got an amazing online relationship course which would help you tune into relationships. It helps you learn how to be in relationship. And I've also got my Psychic Awakening course, which is there to help you tune in, to learn how to interpret those symbols and signs that you see, and to be able to just be a better version of you. So I'm wishing you well, wishing you a great week. I won't be back on air now for another couple of weeks as I go off to the United Kingdom for those 2 weeks. So I wish you well, and I look forward to seeing you again here the end of June. Thanks again, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.